Second and 10 from the 20.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here I come again. Check. 56 is the mic.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Double time. 4 down. Check. Tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They run. This is Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
56. I'm coming.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky dancing to his left. He'll run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Trubisky, flushed out right, and that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes, flush to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw, buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it, and that is incomplete here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Mahomes, being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 23 yards on the play. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Come on, dude. At the 39-yard line.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, 43, 15.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught off the deflection. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Here we go. Black 80!
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Niners 7, Chiefs nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
You ain't going nowhere.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And out across midfield down to the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
7, Chiefs nothing.
Yellow. Let's go, Lou, lady. Watch 54. Set the tone, defense.
Mahomes now on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes now to throw. They complete it to Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Yellow. Mike 54. Let's put him on the right.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown.
Yeah.